Hi friends, today I am going to share you about OE, and that is one of the very important topic in TPM and widely used in automobile and other manufacturing industries. So I will share you about the OE concept. So how we calculate OE. So I am sharing my presentation with you. So OE, as you know, that it is overall equipment efficiency and and sometimes it is also called the overall equipment effectiveness. So these two terms basically, some may use overall equipment efficient, some may use overall equipment effectiveness, but the calculation method is almost same. And so what is OE? So OE is the product of availability, performance rate, and the quality product rate. So this is the product of the three major parameters. So that is availability, performance rate, and the quality parameter. That is quality product rate. So first we talk about the availability. So what is availability? Availability is the ratio of operating time to time available for operation. That means loading time and covers all unscheduled, unwanted stoppages of equipment. So or basically availability. So if we talk about the equipment, so what is the meaning of availability? That means how much time that machine was available for production, for the actual production. So how much machine was available to operator for actual production. This is basic meaning of the availability. So basically loading time minus downtime divided by the loading time. So that comes out to be the availability. So loading, what is loading time? Loading time is calendar time minus scheduled shutdown time. Calendar time is basically the shift time that is allocated, like shift time or the available time that is allocated minus scheduled shutdown time. And scheduled shutdown time is almost the management, it's the planned management downtime. So in this way we can calculate the availability rate. And next is the performance rate. So performance rate, it is an indicator of speed loss and minor stoppage and idling loss. Basically reflects the utilization percentage of equipment against rated or designed speed. Suppose some equipment is having some rated or designed speed. So whatever the equipment manufacturer is rating, or rating the speed of that equipment, and how we are utilizing that equipment in actual condition. So it shows the performance. It shows the performance with the designed rating. So how we calculate performance rate? It is equal to speed operating rate into net operating rate. So what is speed operating rate? Is standard cycle time by the actual cycle time. And net operating rate is basically product unit processed into actual cycle time divided by the loading time minus downtime. So how we calculate the third one is the quality rate, and quality rate covers rework defect loss. For TPM definition, production means only quality production. So it is not the how much quantity that we have produced. It the main focus is in TPM is that what is the quality product that has been produced, that is considered as the actual production. So in this, the defective loss or reworks has been considered in this rate. So quality product rate is equal to product unit processed minus defect units divided by the product unit process. Suppose we have in any machine, we have processed 100 units, out of which 10 units are defective. So remaining the good products, good quality production is 100 minus 10, that is 90. And 90 divided the product units percent, 90 divided by 100, that is 90%. So 90% will be the quality rate. So what is the relation of losses with OE? So like In the left side, it is the loading time. So there is a loading time. Suppose in a shift there are 480 minutes, and if we reduce the downtime, so downtime can be related with the equipment failure. Suppose there is a breakdown in equipment, and another was the setup and adjustment losses are there, and some is a tool change or cutting blade changes are there. So that time loss is there, and some of the startup loss. So these are categorized in the machine downtime loss. So when we reduce these losses, these four losses from the loading time, we get the operating time. And operating time is what? Operating time is the time that is available for the actual production. Okay, suppose 480 is the loading time, and some of these uh, losses is having downtime is 60 minutes. Okay, 60 minutes and 480, suppose 60, not it is like 20 minutes is the losses for these four losses. So there will be a total downtime of 80 minutes loss. So the total operating time left will be 480 minus 80, that is 400 minutes will be available. So that is the operating time for production to the operator. And next we will calculate the availability based on the this timing, that is loading time minus downtime. That means it is the operating time divided by loading time into 100. Okay, so next is the performance rate. Basically in these losses we calculate the speed losses. Basically in every machine there is a designed speed, and whatever we are operating, suppose 1000 rpm is the machine design speed, manufacturer is rating that speed, and we are operating at 900. So there is a 100 rpm loss in that. So that is the speed loss that we are getting. So we are not operating as per the actual cycle time basically. And another is the minus stoppage and idling time is also there. So from the net operating time, so this operating time minus the performance losses, like 1000 rpm uh, is, is the rated speed, and we are operating at 900. So 100 is the loss. So as per the standard cycle time, we are not operating, our time is more. We are operating at higher cycle time. So there is a loss in performance. So by due to this 100 RPM speed gap. So that covers the performance rate, and rest, whatever the valuable time is there on which we are processing the parts or product. So there are some defects or reworks that is also accounting for. So as earlier said, suppose we have processed 100 parts and there are 10 defectives are there. So 100 minus 10 divided by 100, then 90% will be the quality product rate. So product of availability, performance and quality will be the overall equipment efficiency or effectiveness. And these type of losses will reduce the time to production basically. So in this way we calculate OE, and hope you guys understood what is OE, and thank you for watching this.